Hello and welcome to day 3 of Influence, the ripple effect of your voice. This is where it all comes together. The things we've been discussing, the inner voice, the outer voice, and how they influence your life. When you're stepping into that next level identity, your inner voice begins to cultivate new assumptions about you, assumptions about what you believe to be true when you identify with a certain version of yourself. The word assumption. People often think of this word with the idiom, which warns us that making assumptions about others often makes everyone involved look quite foolish. But the Latin word origin for assumption is beautiful. Similar to the Latin word origin for influence, influere, the Latin word origin for assumption is assumptio, meaning taking up or adoption or to take to oneself. In this next level identity, what do you assume to be true? Take a moment and just pause, connect to that next level version of yourself that you're wanting to step into, and ask yourself, what do I assume to be true when I have blank? Or what do I assume to be true when I am blank? How does that level of person, which is now you at that desired next level identity, how do you think now? How do you decide and make decisions now? How do you speak? What words do you choose? When you wake up the thoughts and you wake up to the fact that you are in control of your thinking and you get to decide the thoughts and you get to select the thoughts, you then become the deliberate designer of your own life. As negative thoughts come in, you reframe and replace them. And that is you letting your thoughts become sunny, letting your thoughts become positive influences on you. And then you are shutting out negative thoughts and you're shutting out negative influences. Don't entertain them, not even for a second. And once your inner voice has been cultivated, then you can let your outer voice be positively influenced by that new level of thinking. And this is the time when it gets really fun because sometimes you can think that, oh my gosh, now I have to monitor my thoughts and I have to really lean in and watch and observe. And I'm telling you, it can become a state of almost panic as you realize how many successive negative thoughts you have throughout the day. But don't worry, just shift yourself into a state of curiosity. Be inquisitive. How does this next level of me, this next level version, how do I speak now? How do I, in my next level identity, this grandest version of myself, how do I communicate with others? What do you say? What don't you say? How do you communicate with the world? After you are cultivating this beautiful new mindset, this inner voice that is so uplifting to you, then you're also going to be cultivating that new way that you're speaking and showing up but you're also going to want to explore, how do you fully embody this new identity? And to embody just means that you're going to be taking these thoughts and your knowledge, and you're going to be connecting it into your body so that you can act in full congruence. Before, we were talking about congruence between your inner voice and your outer voice, your spoken words, but then embodiment is that next layer, how you move it from the knowledge you've gained into how you're speaking, into then how your body is showing up with action. How will you fully embody this new identity? How can you commit to this continual path of growth? So from now on, you have a new awareness about how you actually can influence your life. On this path that you've just started down, how can you be faithful to your dream and be more loving towards yourself and more encouraging towards yourself, and express more gratitude for your now experience? Because remember, what you are experiencing right now and in each moment of each day, you have present yourself based on your past thoughts and beliefs and assumptions. So, what ways can you now anchor these new, more positive beliefs into your body? Well, I'll give you a couple examples. You can come up with anchors. Yesterday, when we were doing our outer voice declarations and affirmations, we were anchoring them into our body using EFT tapping or movements. This is a way you can anchor things into your body. You can also anchor them as you walk through a doorway, setting an intention. That's another way to anchor. You can use things in your life. Maybe it's when you get into your vehicle. Perhaps it's whenever you touch your cell phone. Maybe you're putting some new reminders there. Some people love to do physical anchors. You can utilize using your hands in mudras. Bring your pointer finger to your thumb, and whenever you want to switch a belief, you bring that together and say, okay, I've got this. Or maybe it is even touching your ear or touching your heart. So you can anchor new beliefs into your body using physical gestures. You can also stack new habits of thought, of intention, or of speech. You can stack them on top of things that you're already doing. That maybe when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, you stack a new habit of thought or a new belief on top of that experience. Or each time when you're washing your hands, or when you're exercising, you're putting in some new beliefs. So you're just stacking some behaviors that then are reinforcing and placing those new beliefs, new assumptions about who you are now in your next level identity, auto suggested by you to yourself. A third way is, how can you allow yourself greater freedom of expression that is not spoken? Can you journal? Start a new journal that's all about your new life as this new version of yourself. And you journal every single day about the new fantastic things that are happening in your life. And you start creating the story. That's a way of expressing yourself and letting it flow through you. Can you sing more? Can you let yourself express your emotions through singing? Turning on your favorite songs, your favorite playlist, and start singing along, and just allow your voice to be moving in a more free flowing way that connects you to those good feeling vibrations that happen when you're singing. Can you dance more? Can you turn on 2 songs a day and just let yourself be wild and free and let your body fully express what is inside that wants to come out, that sometimes you intellectually or verbally can't put into words. Then, in your appearance, how can you, with an unspoken quality, step into and embody that next level identity through expressing yourself through your appearance? How does your next level identity dress? How do they walk? How do they enter the room? What's their posture like? How do my actions communicate or influence my nervous system right now in a positive, loving, calming, and nurturing way? And how are my actions communicating or influencing others right now? Because your voice influences your career, it influences your business, it influences the level of income that you are receiving every month. It influences your visibility, your decision making, your relationships, how you parent, the flow of creativity, and whether you are tuned into your creative flow or whether you are stopping your creative flow. Your voice influences your health. Then the ripple effect begins. Imagine what changes when you step into that next level identity. Your conversations, your family, how does it positively influence your clients, your audiences who are listening and tuning into you, your company, and your community? Because a congruent voice aligned with your desire has infinite ripple effects, and it starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts are frequencies that you emit out into the universe. And those ripples are sometimes so unnoticeable, but you notice them. You notice when you meet somebody and something feels a little bit off. You're noticing that frequency, that their level of thought, belief, and assumptions about themselves and the world is rippling outward. Isn't that an incredible thing to realize? That the power of your thoughts ripples out to connect and create beautiful frequencies when you are cultivating that positive influence upon yourself. So anything you desire, you're going to get there first in your mind. And then you live in that dream in your mind first. Live in your dream. Cultivate it. Make it beautiful. Add all the details. And then it's going to follow in physical form because your thoughts affect some things today. And some things that are more solid, they are a result of many days of past thoughts, which are compounded by your level of certainty about them. And that is how they will be made manifest into physical form. So let's decide today. Let's begin today. Begin pre-sending your future self what you would love with your inner voice and your outer voice so that they can positively influence your life. And with that, we are complete with this discussion of influence, the ripple effect of your voice. And if you would like to hear about my programs, I invite you to stay on the call. And if not, I wish you a blessed day. Most people, they will spend their entire lives trying to change the circumstances of their life, leaning into it, doing more. Oh, if I just do more. oh, if I just could figure this out, right? But very few people ever really consider changing the voice that is creating those circumstances. And if your voice creates your reality, how will you intentionally transform it? What you discovered over these last 3 days is just the starting point. Awareness alone, it does not create lasting change. The embodiment of the ideas is what matters. And this is where my programs are so powerful. If you are thinking about stepping into a next level identity and you would like some support, my work is designed for leaders, for entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, authors, and creatives like singers and performers. The group coaching is called Sound Signature. The voice that you are sharing outward, that becomes your signature calling card, designed for you if you're building or growing a coaching or service-based business and you have a really impactful message that you are excited to share with the world. You know that your message is important, but you've been struggling to express it without freezing or fumbling or even filtering yourself. And you want to feel safe. You want to feel energized and fully present in your body when you're speaking and sharing your message. And you are tired of criticizing yourself. And you see that as a pattern and you've done a lot of mindset work, but maybe your voice is still running old patterns. This is an 8-week group coaching experience, and it's rooted in voice science. We work on nervous system regulation and, of course, the subconscious identity work so that you can experience a real soul-led transformation. My private mentorship, The Iconic Voice, is a 6-month mentorship. This is for those who are already leading at a high level, who are already in high visibility positions, and you know there's a next level for you. You've been doing mindset work, you've been doing other kinds of personal growth and development, and you just know that there's something deeper for you. And this is the container. This is for developing unshakable presence and a magnetism where people are recognizing you as the iconic voice in your industry. I also offer upgrades to my private coaching. The first is a VIP weekend. If you want to accelerate your one-to-one mentorship, we have a weekend together in California where we have no rush and we can share at a very deep level. It's in addition to the 6-month private coaching as a kickstart way for us to get some transformations moving very quickly for you. And the second way that you can upgrade your private coaching experience is to select concierge coaching. And this is for those leaders that need flexibility as an utmost in their experience. And it's designed to support you in person at your signature events and when you need the support. And it is powerful. It is one-on-one time. It's a VIP weekend. It is additional hours of coaching each week. There is weekday, daily support messaging that we have connected to the concierge coaching. And so I'll drop these links into the chat right now. Consider what is the perfect fit for you. Again, our group coaching cohort, next cohort starts July 28th. And for that, you can just register online. There's a link to register. And if you're interested in the private coaching, I'm going to invite you to follow the link and book a call with me so we can discover what is the perfect level of support for you to achieve your goals. Thank you again for joining me these last 3 days. And remember, your voice is your greatest tool of creation. Use it to design your future.